Yeah, here we are again. Another Sunday. Just all blurs together anymore. Felt like I just did this. Hey look, there's a cat here in my shrimp tank. So I pet my cat and then I did some stuff in the tank and clipped some moss. So yeah, it's in there. Well yeah, as you can see, we are for the weekly update. Let's see, I did Nualgi Dose 11. I have to double check the calendar, but I think it was 11 on Friday. And as you can see, everything's doing what it does. Shrimp are still doing great. Wants to focus in on there. Moss is still going insane. It's got a nice thick carpet all the way across now. Snails up the wazoo, which was Friday night. I went through here, especially what this is for. I made a little airline zip tie skewer snail vacuum, so I could just hold it by the skewer and work around the glass. And I sucked out about 6 gallons of water on here in the process of sucking out I don't know how many hundreds of snails, but I sucked up every possible snail I could find. And as you can see, especially over here, there's still a billion of them. Just on the lookout for a pea puffer that I'm going to put in here, and hopefully the puffer will enjoy the snails more than my shrimp. Thankfully I have a large enough shrimp population that it shouldn't be too big of a problem. It also has a much easier food source in the snails, as the snails can't just go pew and be gone, because shrimp are fast. But yeah, that's the 15 gallon there. It's doing what it does. Shrimp breeding like they do. Pretty soon, hopefully, I can start selling some of these here once the weather decides to stabilize. I thought it was decently stable, and now they're calling for snow on Tuesday. Michigan's ridiculous. But yeah. Also, I got a little bit of a bug of my ass on, I think it was Wednesday. Came home from work and didn't really have any projects planned, and went, you know what? I have a bunch of extra spare tanks in the background, or in the back room. So, hey, look, 10 gallon. And just grabbed some extra substrate I got, snagged a few plants out of the 20 long. The spare sponge filter I had, it actually is running off the same air pump as the 15 down here. Got the Anubias hostifolia, or no, that's coffeefolia. Hostifolia is stuck in the rock here. Got some of the Crips Wenti bronze, one of the red ocelot back there. One stick of my rotundifolia, and some of the Ammonium gracilis. Some of that stuck in here. Under the hood there is two 13-watt CFL at 6500K. Because that's just all random stuff I have laying around. Let alone a 20 long in the back room that's still in the package from when I bought it on the $1 a gallon sale. Let's see what else is back there. I got a 5.5 in the garage. I got a 4-gallon in the garage. I got a 55 sitting on my kitchen table right now that I just fixed the center brace on. Just random tanks everywhere. But yeah, so on to the rest of the update before I start blabbing along. Even with a few plants taken out of here, you can't really tell. Like there used to be a crypt here, crypt here. Let's see, the hostifolia was stuck there. From this angle you can't really tell how well that Java moss is starting to come in. You can't really tell from this angle either. It's too much glare. White balance on this sucks. But yeah, the only thing you can really tell is missing is there used to be that ocelot right there. Excuse me. But yeah, tank's looking great. Still haven't touched the glass. No, I can't say that. That little strip that I had going across, I wiped that off real quick. Other than that, I haven't touched the glass in 3 or 4 weeks now. I'm still just doing a 5-gallon water change on this every 2 weeks now. So Nualgi has definitely made a difference in this tank. And then we got the 100-gallon here. Still doing great. Starting to ponder maybe adding a few more fish to this, but told myself when I started the 75-gallon build that I was done buying freshwater fish. Of course, now I want the pea puffer for the 15-gallon for the snail problem, but this tank, I don't know. I want to say it needs a couple more, but at the same time, I don't think so. A lot of it's just stuff that's hiding. Like you got the one of the 3 lace cats here. You can see in the shadow the royal pleco is actually upside down right here. So, I mean, there's a lot more fish in here than what it looks, just because, well, they hide. And there's Walter, the red spot puffer at the back there. Hey, out of the way. See if we can get a shot from here. There we go. Enjoying the bubbles. Get out of the shot. No, not you, kitty. That cat. Hey, there's gone. My bubbles. I do want to get a couple larger power heads for in here. Like that's only an Octagon 500. That's a Hydrocorollia 240. No, it's it's 240. They were for my smaller tanks that I've since tore down, so I just stuck them in here. But I definitely need to get like a 700 or something. Get a little more cross movement in here, so I get less stuff settling. Keep the driftwood blown off. It's the biggest thing when I do a top off in here. I'll usually take about 5 gallons out and just do a quick sweep of the gravel and suck off some of the stuff on the driftwood, especially with the pleco in here gnawing on it. You can see here a lot of the stuff that's just sort of sitting on there, even though I just did the top off. Got stirred up from the water getting added. So I mean, there's stuff like that. It's just nuisance maintenance. Just because there's, I mean, you got water flow coming from here, it blows across the front. This is causing a front to back rotation, but once you get back over here, these two power heads are sort of too small to really cause the water movement they need to be doing. I may also reposition them to back over here and have them blow a little harder on the driftwood and keep it cleaned off. Just one of those things where you gotta play with it and get it where you want it. But as for 75 there, still waiting on equipment. I'm going to plan on ordering my the reflights on Friday, I hope, once I get my paycheck. They're currently on sale, so I'm going to try to snag them up before that ends. Well, yeah, there's my weekly update. And just like on the 20, and I haven't touched this glass in 3 weeks. at least 2 weeks. I think there was a couple of spots where stuff was starting to grow just from where flake food or something had stuck to the side of the tank. So it was starting to go a little like half circle around that area where the nutrients were a little higher. But I mean, other than spot cleaning, I haven't had to touch the glass on any tanks in 3 weeks. Well, even the baker wants to come out for this vid. And he's gone. Well, here we are. Until next week.